All right, you guys, guess what time it is? We've got a special project for Damon that he's been talking about for months now. You guys commented, you want to see it. It's happening. Oh no, it's not a new 4GT. No, that's just a photo on the wall. Although that would be a really cool project for this channel. They've been talking about a 4GT for quite some time now. Now, whether it was a new body style, which still runs quite a bit, I think a little over $1 million. I think the previous gen, the 05, 06 and manual, it's a supercharged car. You could potentially upgrade the supercharger or add twin turbos on it. But the car's manual, and I think it'd be cool to do like a GT kit on that car. Very hard to get in and out of the 05, 06 GT because the doors, they want to decapitate you. But nonetheless, none of you guys want to see a 4GT. No, it's a different car. It's not the Pagani Huayra Roadster, although that would be an epic car to have on DDE. Maybe eventually down the road, but they have talked about it. And a Pagani, while it's such an epic car, there's really not much you can do to it other than, you know, wheels, lower it, exhaust. You're not going to add aero to a Pagani. Maybe Damon would, but I don't think they have it in them. Perhaps a Ferrari Enzo. He has been talking about that for quite some time now, and Enzo is one of his favorite Ferraris of all time after the LaFerrari. This car, as much as you could put aero on it, probably do a vented hood, you could do a wing, you could definitely slam it, new wheels, straight pipe exhaust. There's no way he's hacking up an Enzo, but that could be a good option as well. This car, Bugatti, this would be a great car on the channel. And we recently visited Uncle Ray, who had a Bugatti up there. I know he's talking a little smack, having some fun with it. This is obviously Bugatti Chiron, so this runs quite a bit more than the original Veyron, which would make more sense for their platform. But we're actually not going to talk about any of those cars in this video. Today, I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at a car that's very special to Damon. And the car looks epic right now, and we're going to be changing up the look of it. So we're going to be unwrapping the car and talking about what wrap is going to be going on it. A little behind the scenes action of unwrapping and rewrapping it. We've seen the comments before, and you guys love to see the attention to detail on what goes into these projects for wrapping a DD car. So today we've got Damon's Murcielago DD LM edition. And this thing's already underway. The car had a all white vinyl wrap on it for a rally they did a few months back. And while it served its purpose of just like that clean GT look, very race car, clean and simple, it had the vents. It showed off all of the aero very well because there was no distraction of a livery. And also the blue popped really well against it. It's just time for a new look. And in the comments, you guys have made some suggestions about what you want to see on there. And I think you're really going to like the livery that he decided to go with. But for now, we're going to be unwrapping the car. So as you can see, David's already started doing some of the removal. We just got the car in. David's put in some hours last night and got I'd say half of the wrap off of the car. So the original color of the car is gray, which is not a bad base to start with. You really don't want to be starting with a car that, let's say, is red or yellow, purple. Anything that's a bright color is a lot harder to wrap because there's a lot of areas that you might see like around here, tucked in on the edges. Of course, when you open the doors, this is gray right now, so it's not a big deal when you see the gray area on there. But if it was yellow or red, all this stuff, you really would want to do that option for door jams. With door jams, doors have to be removed off the car. And on this car, with the way it's set up, Murcielago isn't too bad because you probably wouldn't take the door off in this scenario. You definitely don't want to mess with this mechanism here. So in this case, the Murci door wrap could be done. I'm not going to tell Damon that. I'm just going to tell him it's better if we don't do the jams on this car for the new colors what we're doing on it. But yeah, really epic car. Really excited to see all the hard work that Damon put in on this build over the years come to life. Like, look at this car. I know we all get used to it because it's been on the channel now for a while, but if you really look at the attention to detail on the GT1 front end, how wide it is. It's slammed. It's on those BBS wheels. This thing is just epic in person. If you haven't seen it in person, hopefully one day, maybe a meetup or a rally, you guys can see it, but this thing is super, super wide. Just crazy. Cold start action. It's a California cold start because we have started the car from earlier, but she sounds good with that Gitani exhaust, I will say that. Get in and be careful. Of course, you have to put the floor mats out and the seat covers in and the steering wheel cover because this interior does stain very easily. And I respect Damon's car, even though Dave does not. He drove the car down here, and I'm sure his shoes were filthy, and he definitely didn't have a seat cover on it. So let's go ahead and move the gated Murci over to the wrap side. This car has a really small tolerance where the Hoosier tires sit in the fender, so it's really crucial that this car doesn't get the steering wheel turned all the way, otherwise it'll rub very easily. Right, Ralphie? So we're gonna do a 3-point turn just to be sure. Let's see here. Every single time. All right, so car's over on the vinyl side. So the first step is, besides the wrap removal, we're gonna do full teardown. So Ralphie and Axel are gonna be dismantling the car. Ralphie, do you already know what stuff you're gonna take off of it? What's that? Do you already know what parts are taken off of it?
I think just front bumper, mirrors.
So you think on the back?
And then the wing.
Diffuser, you can stay on.
You might take that off.
Okay. Bumper doesn't need to come off?
No.
Wing?
The wing will come off.
You can take these off?
Put it down.
Quarter panels, obviously nothing. Roof, nothing. Doors.
Just the mirror.
Oh, mirrors do have to come off of the doors.
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. The vents, you're gonna cut those out individually?
Yeah, we're probably gonna fabricate them back on after.
Headlights, I know those are really tricky. All these just get unbolted, right?
Yeah.
And that'll come out. These are the race car headlights. Fog lights, the surrounds will come off, right?
Yes.
Okay, tow hook.
Well, the front bumper is gonna get removed.
Oh, that's right, the whole thing gets disassembled. So that'll get the front lip, the fog lights, the tow hook, all that'll come off.
So the front lip pretty much is stationary on this. It's gonna stay on.
Yeah.
Just the front bumper's gonna slide right off of it.
Cool. All right. On the Murcielago, I know it's not a fun car to work on because it's older. Would you say the race car stuff is easier or harder to work on compared to the factory stuff on the Murci?
Well, I mean, anything factory is gonna be a little bit more difficult than race car.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything's gonna be a little bit easier to remove. For
Yeah.
Sure. It's just usually a little trickier with race car stuff because it doesn't fit perfect, but.
No. Yeah. But he knows what he's doing because he's been doing this for a long time now. So, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of your way while you do your thing. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Next time you guys see this car, it'll be unwrapped. And actually, before we leave, let me give you guys a little sneak peek of what we're doing on the car, because I know everyone's anxious and excited to see what colors we're doing on it. So we got something that you guys probably would never see coming, and I think you'll really, really like the color on it. So the new livery, here's the test sample on the roof right now. The DD prototype livery. No, I'm just kidding. You guys would kill me, absolutely kill me if we did that livery on the car. That car, a lot of hate, and you gotta believe in the process, but we'll get to more on that. The car's not getting the prototype livery. As cool as it would be to me, to Damon, and to some other people, the general consensus is that the prototype livery was used, it's done, and when we say we listen to the comments, we do. Now, the prototype livery on the Aston is currently there now, but that's not the final look. I promise you guys that. It will be something that is more Aston specific. So more on that later on, but in the meantime, we're rocking the prototype livery while we're building the car. And once we get more aero on there and finish up a few bits and pieces, and just to get the car back, because I don't have the car right now. And once it's back here, we can start driving it too. But yeah, the prototype livery, we hear you guys loud and clear. That is for the development portion of the build. So bear with me while we're doing that. And then once we get more parts on the car, we'll be discussing the next livery. And we read the comments, and the general consensus on what the next livery is going to be is pretty on point. So DD fan, we got you. But in the meantime, Murcielago is not getting the prototype wrap on there. I figured to have some fun with it. At the end of the day, this is all something that is fun. We enjoy doing, and yeah. All right, so we're gonna take a little break from the Murcielago wrap and take you guys out to a local car event that's going on this morning. The cool thing about SoCal, and specifically Orange County, is there's so many events going on at all times. So if you're not local from the area, but you're ever visiting, definitely look around and see what dealerships are hosting events. This morning in particular, we're gonna be going to Ferrari Newport Beach, and I've got a couple clients out there I'm gonna be meeting and kind of catching up with. During the holidays, it's hectic for everyone in work, so it'll be nice to catch up with them, see some of the cars they brought out, the cars that we worked on. And also, Dave, has been talking about adding another car to the fleet, and I think a Ferrari would be a great option. He discussed a few things when he was over with Alex and Gantani about doing perhaps a Pista, an 812, or an SF90. All three great options. We worked on quite a few of them at PFS, and all three very different cars. So for Dave, I know his style. Out of the three, I know which one he would choose if it was just up to him. Curious what you guys think, which Ferrari Dave should get. Comment below. SF90, 812, or the Pista. And I'm confident that this show is going to have quite a few of all those. But the Pista would be great for the car's done. It's got, good looking body lines, carbon fiber. It's much more aggressive looking than the standard 488 to hold its value. The 812, more of a cruiser, big car, something that is going to scream with an exhaust system on it. Perhaps you can do some crazy aero on it, which would be really cool, because there's not a lot of 812s out there that have been heavily modified for aero. And I don't think there's a race car version of that car. So maybe the first time doing like an 812XX, that's got my vote. Or the SF90, ton of power, the most modern of the cars. It is a hybrid, so there's some hate with that, but the car is so fast. And it's very true that that market has tanked. So now would be a great time to get into one before the market goes up again, because that's a steal of a car. A ton of money, way beyond a car I could ever afford, but for the money, that's an epic car to get. So in the meantime, we're gonna be pulling up to Ferrari Newport Beach. Sadly, I'm in my Tesla Model 3. Yeah, I know, it's an EV electric car, But the Aston is still coming down from Canada, so I am left to be driving the trusty old Tesla Model 3. That's why you guys can hear everything perfect in the car, because it's absolutely silent. But excited to get the Aston back and crash events like Ferrari Newport Beach and other events like that. Something that's completely different. So here we are, Ferrari Newport Beach. And I'm just gonna guess, but the Tesla will not be allowed to park inside of there. So we're gonna park somewhere very far away and walk. All right, so at Ferrari Newport Beach, and there's quite a few Ferraris outside of those 3 cars we just talked about with Dave that could be potential candidates. So I'll show you guys a few of the cars that are here right now. 430, Ferrari F8, 458, Ferrari F8, another Ferrari F8, 458, Roma. No one's ever done anything with a Roma. This car actually got a lot of hate, so maybe taking a Roma and going crazy with it could be the move. Let's see here, what else is out here? 458, 812 GTS, no roof. Another good candidate. Dave's bald head can go right over here. Carbon fiber options. 488 Spider. Another 488 Coupe. 296 GTB in a satin or stealth red. Ferrari California. Dave, perfect on this car. This is a really cool client of mine. He drives the hell out of his cars. This is a F8. It's lowered. It's got wheels on it. It's got stripes. Another 599. 599, 812, really clean 812. I'm sure you guys have seen this car on the channel before. This is another client car. This thing's got some exhaust on it. It's lowered. It's got some spacers, real thick tires on it. Absolute beast of a car. So this is the one I'm thinking about. This car with some aero on it, I think, is the perfect spec for Dave. A cruiser, but also something that with a lot of modifications would be super aggressive and would sound really good on the channel. So overall, a ton of Ferraris out here. We'll go inside and see what special cars they have that we've worked on. All right, so leaving the Ferrari then, and sorry I didn't get to show you guys the cars up front. We actually had a full lineup of client cars. There's the Daytona SP3, 812 Comp, 296 GTS, Pista, and another Pista, I believe. But we had a lot of clients there, so it was kind of bombarded.
What up, DD fam? I'm back at the HQ after a fun little staycay in Las Vegas with my wife. Went to my first NFL game, and I just got back and was looking at some of the cars around the shop, and I'm super happy that, like you guys have noticed, most of my cars are almost all up and running. Yes, the 720 GTR needs to be still completed, and I have a few other little things to tinker with, like the 599, and also the SVJ has a major, should I say major one more time? Just to hit it home, major tune-up that it needs because it's got a bunch of problems. There's a video coming out on that, so stay tuned. It's actually way worse than we even anticipated from Gumball. We really trashed a lot of stuff on that car. But more importantly, isn't my cars. Let's not focus on any of my shit for once. Let's talk about the other cars in the DD fleet. For example, Tim's car. We gotta go talk to Tim and get the lowdown on what is going on with the Grelin, AKA the Tigini, or whatever. We've renamed it a million times. We probably need a better name for that car. But that car has been kind of missing. We haven't updated you guys on what's going on with it because there were a bunch of issues. And well, I don't know what Tim wants to do with that car. I don't know if he's invested in the car. If he doesn't want the car, should he sell the car? I don't know. What do we do with it? Anyhow, let's go talk to Tim. How's it going working on the 599?
I got some lines on the floor.
What are those lines?
Those are the lift system lines.
Oh, for the front of the suspension.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
So I'm still removing them. Trying not to break anything. And it's all
Not easy on an old Ferrari, trying not to break anything. You guys are probably wondering, with all the cars here, Dave's car, F12, Beamer drift car, my car's in the other room. Some of the cars aren't here. For example, where's my Senna? It was at my house, but where is it now? And more importantly, where's Tim's car?
Yeah,
Everybody's been asking. Your car's been gone for a hot minute.
Yeah.
But
Something
it's
was supposed to happen, but
didn't work out.
it didn't work out. So
We're trying to get Tim a freaking livery for his car. So it hasn't been the easiest thing.
it's harder than it seems, I guess.
It has been. For two reasons. One, you picked a color that you really liked,
Yes.
but it wasn't available.
Yep.
Then we tried to make a temp livery, but then executing that was really hard.
Yep.
Even though the car as a base is black. And then we were going to do like a cool kind of like throwback to a racing car that I really liked from the 90s.
Yep.
And we couldn't get those colors.
Nope.
And we couldn't get the pattern to really match up properly. So after weeks of trying, literally 2 weeks,
Yep.
3 weeks, we scrapped that project. We're bringing the car back and it should be arriving any second. Because I just opened the gate. I thought we heard it too. So do you know where it is? Is
I don't
Guy
know.
just taking your car and
Did he
stealing it or
block
what?
it?
I don't know.
I thought I saw it.
So what are we going to do with your car? We still need to get it street registered.
Yes, that is a problem because I did not have the title in my hand. Dave had it in his hand, and now it's somewhere.
Oh yeah, he couldn't find the title, can he?
Yeah,
He's lost the title.
he's lost it.
I don't know what's going on right now, but you know, sometimes things go on a nice streak of like things working. And I've had a bit of a nice streak of things working on my end here. But then we fell into the things that weren't working for like Tim
Yep.
or like Dave's project and a few other things. So we'll get you guys back on track.
We're
and
trying.
We're trying. So we're trying to figure out what do we want to do with Tim's car at this point. Maybe you guys can help us because we'd really love your help. What color should we wrap that car? Now, Tim has an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Tell him to come around this side.
Oh, come over
Come
here.
further. Come around the corner. Come down this way. There it is. There she is, the Grelin.
Missed it. Oh, you haven't seen the new mirrors? We put mirrors on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it looks sick.
Yeah, because
What's up, man?
I couldn't see out of the other mirrors.
Yeah,
They
the
were-
other mirrors were pretty shite. I like those mirrors.
Yeah.
Are those like the actual like GT racing mirrors, the little ones?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, there's a hint of what there's a hint of what we were trying to
We were
do.
trying to do something.
Well, you got a little pinstripe on the diffuser to stay on.
Yeah, there's something. It's changed. It's different.
Reveal. In all honesty, guys, we didn't know what to do with this car. Now, I love it actually black, but it's a bit subtle, a bit boring, and a bit not DD.
Yeah, I chose some really bright colors.
Yes.
Unfortunately, one of the colors wasn't available. One was,
Yep.
but
Do you like that? Do you want to stick with that color on the next wrap, or do you think we should do something a little different?
since the design's not going to be the same, I think we're going to do something different.
Okay. Well, the one that we're working on right now, it's kind of like a fade wrap. I'll give that much away.
Yes.
But I won't tell you the rest because it's pretty in your face. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Thanks for bringing this thing back over here.
Sorry it was such a hassle. That's all good.
It's so low, right? Is that the issue? Trying to get it on and off because low?
Wouldn't start.
Oh, it wouldn't start. That was the
Battery was
issue.
dead.
Is it fixed now?
Did you get it to start up? Okay, cool.
So it's
We have a
work-
jumper pack here if need be, so.
Okay. Is it always
Drop it off
like
here?
Yeah, we can drop it off here. Has it always been this low?
It's always been this low, but the alignment changed, so now it has crazy camber.
Holy
We
crap.
fixed that before. I guess I'll have to fix it again.
How'd it go back?
I don't know. Maybe the bolts aren't holding tight enough or something.
Well, I'll have to have a look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, this car is like this close to honestly being on the road so you could drive it when we do a
We're
road trip.
actually really close.
Really close. Well, we got to get a plate and some stuff, I think. Try to get some of that done this week, but Dave's got to find the title.
Yeah,
So-
that's a big obstacle.
It is. In the meantime, we probably also could have someone come and wash it. It's so dirty from sitting.
It's a little
How's it
dirty.
so dirty? It was at a wrap shop. How is that even a thing?
There's a lot of dust where wrap used to be.
Well, this is kind of a giveaway too. Powered by DD.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what liveries have powered by and then the brand on the side of the car? If you do, you might have an idea of what type of basically livery we're gonna do. Should I just tell them?
You should have just told him.
All right, I'm gonna review livery that we were gonna do for Tim's car. It was the 1996 McLaren F1 GTR Longtail.
Yep.
The black, and it had these really cool neon pink and yellow swoosh marks, and with a faded little white piece integrated into it. It's a very historic, famous racing livery. And considering that Tim's car is quite literally built off of the F1, it would have worked perfectly with this car.
Yeah.
We just got the car off. So like I was saying, the Longtail, considering that this is not a Longtail, but is based off of the McLaren F1, this would have had the perfect body lines for that livery, in my opinion. Now, PFS is really backed up, and I wasn't able to get them to put it on. And our boy Nick, we just didn't have, obviously, the printable material to get the livery put on. So in the meantime, the car is back. Now the question is, do we kind of forge forward and try to do some type of temp livery that resembles that black historic racing livery from the F1 GTR Longtail with the black base? Or do we go ahead and just continue forging on with having this designer I have that's currently hand drawing literally every line for the current crazy livery that we hopefully should have done maybe in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah.
So temp livery still, or just leave it black and then move forward with the crazy livery in a few weeks? Let us know in the comments. That is something that we've been kind of bouncing between. Hey, it started no problem. What was the issue?
Nick let it die.
Nick killed the battery?
Nick left it on for some reason. But it's all fixed now, and
Dude, the mirrors are nice.
yeah, the mirrors are cool.
I like those.
Yeah, and they actually hold, so I'll be able to see.
Dude, this thing's looking pretty decent on the inside.
Yeah, it looks so much better.
Actually looks like a car, which is freaky compared to where it was when we got this thing.
Oh, here's the other color of that.
Oh yeah,
car.
we still have the little DD Daily Driven Exotics pink windshield banner.
That
Now
was
that-
supposed to go with the temp livery.
It was supposed to go with the temp livery. You guys have seen the temp livery, so let me know what you guys think. Should we still continue to try to get that executed in the meantime? Do you just prefer that? Do you think it's clean and cool looking? Or should we just say screw it and put a whole crazy livery on here and take a few more weeks to get it finished? Because like I said, the guy that I have working on it has to literally, in the computer, hand design every single line, and there's a bunch of lines that go on this.
And I've seen the side render of it. It looks crazy.
It does. I mean, it's very Daily Driven Exotics. It's a pattern, it's multiple colors. It's gonna look good. It'll look good on this car. This car, dude, is filthy.
It is really dirty for sitting at a wrap shop.
Did you just wipe that on black paint?
Well, what's the
What
park it
the-
now, right?
Park it in the showroom for now.
Okay.
And we'll let these guys decide in the comments. Does it go the F1 GTR Longtail livery? I think it would look sick, especially because the car is well, it definitely runs a lot better. Laid a ripper of a burnout down. And I just noticed something. How does this stuff get out here? Like, I don't even understand. We don't do any construction out here. Doesn't make any sense. Also, you guys, I have a really cool announcement. Not in this video, but it will be coming up. That has to do with that car. That kind of has something to do with that car. And definitely has something to do with my racing helmets and my gear. I know I'm being very not clear about what I'm trying to say, but it's because I'm not ready to say it. It will be a really big announcement. It's a really big thing for DDE going into 2025. I think a bunch of you will be excited. I don't think everybody will be excited because I can't please everybody all at the same time. But I think a lot of you guys are gonna be really excited. I found this out on the block. How is it brand new shiny bolts just keep showing up? Like we
That's a cool bolt.
don't build anything. How's that even a thing? Like where would that have come from?
Where is that from? Interesting.
No
Oh,
idea.
you know what? They were doing construction on our manhole. But
With that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
You know what? Every time I do see the Grelin, honestly, it's a cool little car. And it's mainly because the guy who designed it is a freaking genius, and he designed it after what is one of the all-time most legendary supercars the McLaren F1.
It does look good, even though it's really dirty.
Yeah, we'll give it a bit of love a little later. Right now, though, we need to take what I've just laying my eyes on. Holy crap.
It's
David Coulter. I have not seen this thing yet.
Oh, you haven't even used the controls yet.
Dude, it actually looks really good, to be honest.
There you go. You're on.
How bad does it ride? Oh, yeah. Tim says it's not good. Yeah, works great. Doesn't do anything. Does it need to be on? Do you have to turn the keys on?
No, you shouldn't, unless it killed the battery. Hey, the battery's dead.
So something about this being wired is not wired right.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It probably shouldn't be wired to run all the time.
There's always something, you guys. There's always something. So we're not taking the van.
No.
The blue and the purple look insane together, but there is a problem. I know not everybody loves the BBS wheels, but I was called out on the fact that I also haven't lowered this car. So allegedly, if I drop this down a little bit, it's gonna look a lot better even with these wheels, because these wheels have a lip. And that's the problem with the cars that have wheels with a lip, is that it does make the wheels look a little smaller. That's why some people were like, did you put 17-inch wheels on the Revolto? And I'd reply with, no, they're 15s, mother. Do you think we could lower that car? I'm told you have to like rip the whole suspension out to do it.
I don't know. We tried, and then
You made a tool, but didn't make a tool, right?
no, we made a tool, but
You never finished trying.
It needed to be held with another person holding it for me.
Do you want me to hold it?
Possibly.
Should we try to lower that car today?
We could try. I tried it before.
How long do you think it would take? Uh-oh.
That's what you'll hear.
It's alive. It's alive.
That's what you'll hear the whole ride.
The whole time?
No, not the whole time. Wait, I need to use the juice first. All right, now you can go.
Well, we gotta wait for it to fill up.
Oh, by the way, we can't put the seats down no more because there's a bunch of stuff going on in there.
Why would you put it there?
I don't know.
Hey?
Now we have all the noise inside.
I feel like, look, I don't build cars, as you guys know, so I probably have no place in saying this, but why would you put it inside the cab? Why wouldn't you put, like, even if it was in the back, you'd still hear it because it's inside the vehicle.
Yeah. It's
Dude. It's loud.
It's loud. It's very loud.
How long does it take to do its thing?
It should have some pressure now.
Really?
Go ahead and go up.
Dude, it's fast.
It's very fast once it's full.
Holy crap.
Well, there goes all the
Hold
air
on.
leaving.
That's inside there too.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Dude, it's fast.
It is very fast once it has air.
So, once it's aired up though, it won't keep doing that.
No. It's just empty. And then I think it's always constantly trying to fill that tank. So there's like probably some kind of relief or a slight leak. So I noticed it before I left on Friday night that it was airing up even though it was sitting here slammed. So
By itself.
By itself.
How's that a thing?
So maybe we need to unplug the battery or have
A kill
Evan's
switch.
guy have put a kill switch in it.
You guys want to see how fast this thing goes up? I guess you've already seen it, but I haven't seen it. Holy crap!
It's fast.
That is wild. And
Then
there's
you got-
gauges?
Yeah, you got the gauges by your foot telling you how much air pressure is in each strut. So you can find the happy medium. Me and Dave think it's around 90 psi where it's the most comfortable. Well, at least the sound stopped.
Yeah, we got it to finally stop pumping air into this thing.
I'm curious of how you're gonna evaluate these the handling characteristics of this van now.
Well,
You've driven a lot of
handled
it.
pretty good before.
Yeah, you've driven a lot of these, so you know the baseline.
So far, I can't tell. It feels fine.
Yeah, right now it's okay.
Does it get quite bumpy? I saw the video. It looked like it was pretty bouncy.
I mean,
How is it I'm going straight right now and the wheel's like this? Look at this.
how's that possible? What happened? Do we have a flat tire?
I leave you guys alone. And this is what happens. Like, look.
What happened? It was fine.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was fine.
Dude, it's not fine.
Okay.
Watch this,
pull-
watch this.
What happened? Pull into the shop. Pull in. Oh, what is going on over here?
Did I scare you? Yeah?
Guy, do we have a flat?
Guy, do we have a flat tire? I'm currently at, by the way, if you want to look, I'm currently at 85 and 86. So apparently that is right around, they said 90. I gotta try this out. What are we waiting for?
I don't know. Why is this truck here?
Oh. It's the U.S. Postal Service. They're bringing something. How do you even get in here? Guy let him in?
That guy
Or is
must
he
have-
lost? We're taking the vans because we're getting the Livery. What's going on, Guy?
Hello.
Somebody always comes here for the previous tenants.
I don't think Guy knows what's going on, to be honest. We'll be right back. Jim, did she just say that she's looking for Hoonigan?
Yeah, she's looking for hooligans.
They're not here anymore.
They
In
most
fact-
definitely not.
Next month will be our first 1 year here.
Oh, it will.
How fast did that 1 year go by?
That was pretty fast.
It
Honestly.
was fast, to be honest. Like, that was quick. So we got a little over a year left, which means we're going to be coming up and trying to figure out if we can stay here.
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. Honestly, I'd like to stay here.
Yeah.
But it always comes down here, the factors.
Yes.
Do they still want us here? Do they want to maintain this building as what we're currently doing with it?
Yeah.
Number two, is the lease going to stay the same amount? I don't want to pay more.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to pay more, but like,
Nope.
we're not really in a position to pay more.
Yeah.
And if we didn't keep this building, where would we go?
What are
Honestly,
the
don't know.
Yeah. What are the options?
There aren't any with a parking lot you can drive in.
No.
So, yeah, it's tough. What do we do? Well, we'll talk more about that, I guess, in another episode. But he's busy. He's busy
Hurry
explaining.
up.
Would you hurry up? They're not here.
Yeah, sorry, we're getting
They're
out.
looking for Hoonigan.
Yeah, this is like the third time it's happened.
What do they want?
They're supposed to pick up a delivery.
Oh,
Is
we
that
don't,
supposed
we don't
to
have
pick
any.
up?
We don't have any hoonigan merch here. Sorry.
No, we have nothing.
We don't even have art merch here. Bye.
I love how Guy just let her in, and she came in here and, like, I don't know, did a couple of donuts on the block, and then he was like, by the way, Hoonigan's not here anymore. That's not a small truck.
I didn't know we were taking both vans. Interesting.
I think we're taking both because this one's going to get dropped off for another special surprise,
You're right.
which is the livery on this car. And then we're going to go over to Protective Film Solutions and check out the update on my Murcielago because that car is getting a full livery.
Ooh. What is it?
Can't tell you, but you'll see. Danger.
Danger, danger, danger.
Be cool, Tim. Be cool.
I'm cool.
What we got here? All right.
Yeah. I like the color. That's a cool
I
color.
like the yellow. You don't see them in yellow very often. Oh, it's an old guy driving.
That's his pride and joy.
He's also driving very slow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing the speed limit and we're losing him. We're in a bag minivan on 20s taking down R8s today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm getting taken down by an MDX. No, Monica!
What are you doing? Where is he?
Everybody's staring at me. Hold on. Sorry. Oh!
Oh,
Almost hit the wall. Look.
you're so close.
I forgot the back end slid out. All these guys are staring at me like I'm a psychopath.
You came in pretty hot. So.
I did. Air it out a little.
Yeah. What's happening?
I don't know. But Nick gave me a weird look and he was on the phone and everyone's staring at me now wondering what the hell's going on. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
So.
Whoa, what's clicking?
That is the suspension settling.
That is loud.
It is very loud in here.
Well, let's park this thing. I need a coffee or something, dude. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm dying.
What do you want?
I don't know, like something strong. Let's air it out though. Let's do it.
Okay.
That's so satisfying.
Pretty cool.
It's ridiculous. Okay, we'll leave this here. Well, guys, the next time you see her, full new livery. And Dave picked this. I actually have no clue what he picked. I hope it's cool. It is a freaking hot mess in here. But this is cool. Look at this. They have like a loft being built.
It's gotta be a PPF booth. That's what Nick said.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool. Like a little loft area.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty cool. Jason would like this. Aston.
Jason had one for a little bit.
He did. This is sick. Obviously, everyone's been talking about should we get an 812 Superfast on the channel? Thoughts? 812 Superfast?
They sound cool.
Or should I just get another F12? Cheaper, same thing.
It is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper.
It just doesn't
It's like
have that
100
look.
grand
Who gives
cheaper,
it
right?
is or more than that.
Oh,
Couple
really?
hundred, yeah, 200 grand.
I thought they were only 100 grand left. Well, only is a
Depends.
crazy word.
It depends. Yeah, only depends on the spec, the year, the mileage, and the blah 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 blah. But for the most part, you can find an F12 cheaper than you can find an A12 by 200K.
And it doesn't look that much better.
In fact, I actually prefer the F12.
Oh, really?
It's the last.
Peanut Farina.
However you say it. People were saying I didn't say it right, so I'm not even gonna say it anymore. I'm gonna say the P designer.
The
P
P
designer. And by P designer, I don't mean the Porsche designer, but that's a sick Porsche with some really cool E88s. Do you think that's static? Do you think that's a static ride? Do you think that's static? Do you guys think that's static? That is slammed. Like, it could be. That's really low.
That is very, very.
That's very low. And the rear's low too. I don't think it's on air. I think it's actually static. I bet you that's
Oh, it is.
That's static.
It's got the same coils as your.
Oh, it does. After F12. Dude, that thing's static, hey?
That's Sterling's car.
Dude, that thing, Sterling, cool.
Sterling from Morgan.
All right.
What up?
Yeah, what up? All right. We're dropping the van off.
Okay.
Have fun with that. Thank you.
Starlight wrap. Got you.
Yeah.
What?
You probably weren't supposed to say any of
Oh,
that.
I mean, you can cut that, right?
but yeah.
Or
yeah.
muted.
All right, bro. I gotta get out of here.
My
Go
man.
check out some stuff and yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no worries.
Gotta get back to work.
Yeah. I gotta learn how to do the whole left foot braking, Tim.
Yeah, it's very tricky. Like, I don't even have that thing down.
It's hard.
It's,
So, Sean was giving you some pointers, right?
Yep.
So quickly explain to these guys what it is he was telling you, because that's something I need to learn. Because one of the things that pro drifters can do is they can keep the wheel speed up,
Yep.
but it looks like they're slowing down. So that's left foot braking. That's slowing the front of the car down,
But keeping
but
the
not
rear.
too much angle so that it doesn't overtake the front.
Yep.
You're kind of like, you still have to be going forward but sideways.
Yeah. So Sean was teaching me that way. Because I was relying on handbrake too much as a crutch, which,
Yep.
you know, as a beginning drifter, it's fine.
Yep.
you know?
I do it.
But also, like the entries you were talking about, you want to do like sicker entries. You can do way harder flicks and then control it more with the left foot brake than having to rely on pulling handbrake and dragging that locked rear wheel, which does look pretty whack, not gonna lie. So it's just training your mind, because it's so weird. You want to leave your left foot on the clutch just in case anything happens,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you got to get into the rhythm of, hey, this is another way to slow the car down. That's actually kind of smoother if you get it down.
Dude, we're gonna go back to the HQ and I have to practice that today.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but I think you can get it, because the first couple of ones you did, they started already looking pretty good. It's just the brain thing and the rhythm thing.
It's this weird thing with your brain where it's like pushing with your left foot while pushing with your right foot at different intervals.
Yeah.
It's like beyond weird. Anyhow, we're going to PFS. Let's go see what the Murcielago, what stage it's at for its livery. You guys still wonder what it is?
Jason!
That's not how any of this works.
What?
You know what? I don't think I've ever sat on this side.
Well, you're about to. Jason, Expel has asked me to sit you down and talk to you about a few things. And those things are
My coffee addiction.
I just slammed a coffee.
What's up, dude?
Back of the Tesla. But we didn't take it off, so
It's gonna go on. We're fixing it for another shop that I'm trying to work on the car.
okay.
What's up?
Not much.
What's up, guys?
How's the day? How are you doing?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I want to first of all, honestly. All right, how do we do this? I gotta hold it with one hand. I would like to congratulate you
Why?
on this. By the way, this is weird because it's left-handed. I'm right-handed, so like shaking your hand. You and Dave honestly killed that vlog, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was really well produced, executed. The story's really good because Dave was on you about telling your story about like, why are you attached to that car?
Yeah.
Why are you, you know, kind of paying tribute to one of my cars that really inspired you and flicked that switch in your mind. I watched that video and I was actually blown away.
It was great.
I was like, because I appreciate, because I make these videos and I know what goes into all the different camera angles, how that's produced. Then, of course, Jamie knocked it out the park by editing it. But it just flowed so well, considering I also knew you guys were in the middle of nowhere in Canada, where there's not really any other supercars, definitely none to drive. And you were building a car, which is a hard thing to film and produce and talk about and make interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's so much time over those 2 days that you guys were doing things that are boring, right? Like they put all that stuff in and out of that car, which took 2 days.
We had a lot of traveling that time.
But they cut it all down into 30 minutes of entertainment for you guys. So I really hope you guys appreciate what goes into that. And I saw someone who wrote, "Oh, this is boring." Here's what I gotta say to you. Go make a fucking video yourself and try to produce it as well as those guys did. And you'll see how much hard work goes into it. So, you know, show a little respect because that was sick. That was a sick video. Mad props.
Appreciate it, man. That was all Jamie, man. I think the editing killed it. It was really cool.
Yeah, but Jamie kills it. But you got to remember, you have to film something that you can kill it with.
Yeah, it's hard work.
You can't just walk around and film whatever and then get that result. That is methodical storytelling, camera movement, moving things, all that stuff to get what you guys saw. So anyhow.
You like the intro?
Yeah, like the whole thing, man, was just really well done.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys had like people reading the comments in the background.
Yeah, that's great.
Right? Like the voice, like so much goes into that, you guys. Like really well done.
It's cool.
Now, don't ever make a video sub below that. What's going on in here? You fart and you're like wafting it into the other room to mess with everybody or what?
Yes.
What the hell? Brian,
What's up, dude?
are you wafting farts into the other room? Look at that. You're a little fan. How are you doing?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Dude, is delivery done for the Murcielago? Are we done with that?
It's almost done.
It's done, motherfucker.
It's printed.
Is it? Is it printed? I'd better not show it too much of what we're doing or else...
Don't look.
Don't look? Is it all right here?
No, I think it's that.
Oh, it's that. Oh, it is that. It is... Let's see if I can get away with showing part of this without them saying... There you go. It's that. You don't know what it is. Right like that. Yeah, that's all you're getting, guys. So I'm an idiot. I did a thing where I was gonna get the guys food. And so I ordered it when we were leaving Protective Film Solutions and wasn't even thinking, and I don't know if you guys have ever done this or if you can relate, but in the Uber Eats app, it knows your geolocation. And if you don't change it, because we were leaving PFS, but we were going back to the HQ. If you don't change it to where you want the food to be delivered, it'll just go to wherever you were. So funny enough, we were sitting there waiting for our food, drove all the way back to the HQ. Tim and I are standing outside
Waiting for it.
waiting for the food. And then I looked down and realized the street that it was on was South Susan Street, which is PFS's street.
We were like, why is it taking so long? He's only 2 minutes away.
So I ended up calling Jason and being like, hey, there's 3 orders of steak and all this stuff sitting outside. Go give it to somebody who's working late and working hard. So I bought dinner for the guys at PFS by accident. And then I brought these guys out here and we're getting dinner now in this quite unique little environment. This is what's called a green olive Mediterranean style cuisine restaurant that's in the back end of a liquor store. Only in Compton, ladies and gentlemen, only in Compton.